Next on Fox News at 10, Wilsonville residents fight to keep prisons away from their schools.
Police begin their crackdown on Washington residents who register their cars in Oregon.
Sick of malls and other places to shop? We've got a new idea for you.
Those stories, sports, and weather next on Fox News at 10.
I can't fix this thing.
Again? Hey, I am an ambassador, not an engineer.
We need an expert. We may need a whole new system.
Where are we gonna find an expert in this primitive galaxy?
It's got picture-in-picture, universal remote,
All right. If this guy can't help us, no one can.
This thing's broken too.
Drive Ford Ranger because it's the best-selling compact truck on the road today. $3,900 financing or $1,000 cash back. Drive Ford Escort because it's loaded with features you want. $3,900 financing. Drive either one during the leadership sales drive and drive away with super low $3,900 financing. Drive Ranger or Escort and drive one of the best. Get to the leadership sales drive at your Northwest Ford dealer. Home of 5 of the 10 best sellers in America. Again, $3,900 financing or $1,000 cash back.
I'm here for AirTouch Cellular. Let's talk limits. Some cellular companies limit your coverage, charge for the phone, or just make it hard to get. Hey, with the wrong service, you're stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck. All right. Why limit yourself? Face it, no one likes limits. Get the most coverage, the freedom to roam, and a free Motorola flip phone delivered to your door. AirTouch Cellular. It's an easy call to make.
From Fox 49, KPDX, with complete local coverage of the day's top stories, this is Fox News at 10.
Traffic on the I-5 bridge is backed up all day. We'll bring you an update.
A freaky frog is discovered in Medford. We'll tell you what's so weird about it.
And Magic Johnson tries again to open his movie theater. We'll tell you what happened this time.
Those stories coming up, but first, our top story.
Good evening. Welcome to Fox News at 10. I'm Reed Coleman.
And I'm Ken Body. Tonight, more than 1,000 residents in Wilsonville made a last-ditch effort to speak out on proposed prison sites, one next to an existing school. Locations all over the state are being considered, but Wilsonville is on the short list. Eric Taylor has more.
It's been a day of questions, answers, opinion, and much concern.
Are you aware that the monkey bars at Wood Middle School are going to be 25 feet away from the prison perimeter?
At Wilsonville High School, parents met with the Oregon Department of Corrections over proposed prison sites on the edge of town. An idea that has many here angry in that one of the areas, the Wilsonville tract, is located next to a school. The other, Damish, is close by.
Out of the 22 sites that you have, how many are adjacent to schools and neighborhoods?
I understand the concerns expressed by the local folks in Wilsonville, yet many of these people voted for Measure 11. That's the measure that required us to build prisons at this rate. So they have to understand that we have to site these prisons somewhere.
And they said
From the moment things got started, the atmosphere was tense. First at the question and answer period, then at the public hearing in the gym, where the mood is that of a high school sports tournament, with the home crowd cheering on their team.
if you want to hear your child's voice, ask him or her which of these three things does not belong in the same picture: a child, a school, a prison.
This is not about NIMBY or Wilsonville. This is about the state forcing its will on you, citizens of Oregon.
At this point, all the board can do is listen. From here, they make their final recommendation to the governor, a recommendation these people hope will not include Wilsonville. Eric Taylor, Fox News at 10.
Now, the proposed prison would be a women's prison intake center or a men's medium security complex. It would be one of 7 new prisons built. The governor is expected to make a final decision on the matter within a month.
All lanes are moving again on the I-5 bridge between Portland and Vancouver. 3 semi-trailer rigs and 8 cars collided this afternoon in the northbound lanes of the interstate bridge. Paramedics took 11 people to the hospital. David Okarski reports for Fox News at 10. The crash tied up traffic on the bridge for hours.
This tractor wasn't towing anything as it headed north across the interstate bridge just before 2 Sunday afternoon. Bud Lewis says the rig was in the center of 3 lanes when cars suddenly began fishtailing in front of him. Lewis himself was in the fast lane, another semi right behind him. As the brake lights ahead lit up, Lewis watched in his rearview mirror as the rig behind him swerved to the center lane.
And he saw that there was going to be a problem, so he pulled over this lane, and he hit this truck rather than hit us. And I thought it was pretty nice of him because he wanted to avoid, he thought the impact would be less hitting the truck.
The rig behind Lewis jackknifed and sent his car into the guardrail. But that wasn't the end of it. A third semi bore down on them from the rear. It smashed the middle rig into the bridge's superstructure. The impact pushed the engine of the last truck into the cab. Portland and Vancouver firefighters had to cut through the sleeping compartment to get to the man inside.
We worked together to cut him out and use the jaws of life to free the driver.
The driver was in serious condition with a broken leg and head trauma. 8 other cars got tangled in the pileup. A teenager in one of them broke his arm. But police say a 9th car started the chain reaction when the driver cut someone off, then fled the scene. A couple of 100 gallons of diesel fuel spilled from the trucks onto the bridge and down into the Red Line parking lot below. A small amount leaked into the Columbia River before firemen were able to seal off the sewers. ODOT and DEQ contractors are cleaning it up. David Okarski, Fox News at 10.
Now, most of the injured were treated and released from local hospitals, and police are looking for that car that cut across lanes and may have started the whole mess.
Well, the grace period is over. From now on, if you don't pay up on your auto registration fees in Washington, the authorities will be looking for you. Washington has a much higher registration fee than Oregon because it's based on the value of the vehicle. Authorities say there's an increase in the number of newcomers neglecting to register in the state so they can avoid that fee. Saturday was a grace period to handle the delinquency. Today, jail time or fine.
They did the clean slate day and hoping that the people would voluntarily come in, and that's what our desire is, for them to actually comply. We don't really enjoy giving out the tickets, but if it's necessary, we do, and at this point, we are.
The minimum fee is $330. There could also be some jail time, as we said. The telltale sign of a violator is a car with an out-of-state plate with an expired sticker. The police search out the plates and then run a background check before questioning the owner.
With all of the new snow in the mountains this weekend, Mount Hood Meadows and Timberline Lodge are having their busiest days of the season. Timberline has sold almost 2,000 lift tickets so far. The snowpack there is above average right now, about 50 inches at Bend Mountain. And Mount Hood Meadows has set another record. After opening earlier than ever, more than 30,000 people have visited the ski area so far this season. That's more than any other. But if you're planning a trip to the mountain, be warned that winter-like road conditions begin on Highway 26 before government camp. So take those chains and put them on early.
Well, if it's time for snow, you know it's almost time for Christmas, and that means shopping. But if you hate fighting your way through crowded shopping malls to buy your holiday gifts, we have an idea for you. Try doing your Christmas shopping at Portland's International Airport. 8 years ago, Portland was one of the first cities to keep airport shop prices as low as anywhere else in town. Now, lots of people go there without any thought of flying. They just go to shop.
It's because we have such a unique collection of stores out here that you don't normally get them in the standard malls, and they're not usually next to each other in the downtown area either. Like Norm Thompson and Nike and us and Made in Oregon. They're not usually right next to each other and this close. And plus that during the holidays it's not as chaotic as, say, the malls or downtown. And parking used to be a little bit easier for people, but right now it's a little hectic.
Well, many of the shops do validate parking tickets, and that makes the airport an attractive alternative to the mall. Many shoppers come from Vancouver because the airport is so close by. Now, for the past couple of years, Portland has made airport restaurants keep their prices down as well. So you can do a little shopping, a little eating, and unlike many other airports around, you'll pay the same price.
Yeah, you don't have to pay more.
Well, coming up on Fox News at 10, why did almost 400 inmates riot in an Arizona jail today? We'll tell you what strict conditions made them so mad.
And can a drug improve your memory? Researchers now say it is possible. We'll show you a new way to remember when we come back.
No Touch Tire Care, the world's original and best-selling tire care product with more than 50 million satisfied customers, presents the perfect solution to bad visibility. Rain Shield. When you care about your family's safety, no-touch rain shield. Easy to apply, even in the rain. Just flick on your wipers and highway vision improves. Rain beads up and runs off, even without wipers. Can you see the difference? No-touch rain shield at G.I. Joe's and Fred Meyer.
By moving Intrepid's wheels toward the corners, we made it stable and sure-footed. Now we're moving in a slightly different direction. The new Dodge Dakota. It's full of surprises. For Caravan, we invented new ways to stash your stuff. Now we're building more bins and boxes, and a great new place to put them. The new Dodge Dakota. It's full of surprises.
Need new tires in a hurry? At America's Tire Company, we move fast. Except when it comes to closing our doors. Slide in for a new set of Michelins at America's Tire Company.
If ever you're not satisfied with one of our tires, please feel free to bring it back. Thank you. America's Tire Company.
Stop by this week for a great deal on Michelin tires. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
Now back to Reed Coleman and Ken Boddy with Fox News at 10.
Now, Rachel, you want to put the marshmallows in concentric circles.